Hello friends, welcome to the SunWoman channel, and I want to wish you a happy new moon in Scorpio. We're going to be doing readings here for the new moon cycle of November 11th through December 11th. And as I said, this is a new moon in Scorpio. And what does that mean for all of us? Well, what it means is that this is going to be a very intense time. We have a lot of planetary support coming in true Scorpion style. There's a real flavor of luck and opportunity, as well as a perfect mix for love and alliances. With all the positive combinations in play, many of us are going to get a dose of extra good energy with this period. Scorpio is a water sign, which means it really connects to our feelings and the emotional realm best. Scorpio is driven to find emotional satisfaction and really goes places that others can't get in order to get it. So the ability to look beneath the surface, past the superficial, is a trait that comes very easily to Scorpio. This is a sign that knows that there's always another facet to the story. So beneficial revelations about people, places, and things could really surface as a result of this Scorpio influence. There might be something special that comes out of this new moon that wasn't so apparent in your life before. The most important revelations are usually hidden beneath the surface, and Scorpio is the sign that lights things up, lights up the dark, and brings the truth out for us. So there's a big inner beauty reveal that might just be in store this period for us as a result. Scorpio also is the sign that really best follows its instincts about people and situations. So that means that we'll all have the opportunity to tap in some extra psychic awareness, some extra intuitive awareness. If you're trying to come to terms with a situation, the Scorpio new moon could really help you make that decision. Know that something's about to take root in your life, and whether you intentionally make a decision to start something new or something magically falls into your lap, this new moon will really help it grow fruitfully. There's a strong commitment to whatever takes root at this time. Know that Scorpio really commits to its endeavors, so we're all going to be willing to put in the effort, as well as wait out any storms that we might be going through, okay? Jupiter is in the mix with some really positive aspects, so that's an extra boost of really good emotion and opportunity. Some extra luck could come this way. There is some really good influence with Saturn and Venus, so we're going to be able to really create harmony in relationships and in beneficial financial ventures during this period. No matter what your personal situation, the November new moon is a good energy to look forward to. There, could be some facing up to some shadows of the past. It's really a time for healing as well, to release past hurts and to make a fresh start with someone perhaps who's hurt you. It's a good time for forgiveness and to start a new chapter. Scorpio is about rebirth, regeneration, starting from the bottom and moving up into a new life. So use this time ahead to plant some new seeds and to really tune into some benefits that we might have been missing along the way, okay? Remember that for the new moon, it's great to speak your intentions out loud, to declare them out loud, but it's even better to write them down in words or to illustrate images to reflect what you intend. Do a picture board or a dream board. Those images will really take root into your psyche, and what you think, our thoughts are things. So what we think and what we say go out into the atmosphere, to the universe, and they manifest, okay? So let's manifest positivity, change, and regeneration in our lives for this new moon cycle. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the individual readings for the 12 signs. You can apply these to your sun, moon, and ascendant. And thank you again for tuning in, and let's get to the individual readings. Hi Gemini, this is your reading for the new moon in Scorpio. Now, this particular new moon is going to be taking place in your sixth house. Okay, so the sixth house rules matters that relate to your everyday life, your daily work, colleagues, so people that you work with on a regular basis, co-workers. It also has to do with your health as well. And your pets also fall in this area. So anything that really has to do with your everyday life, your everyday routine, is going to be highlighted by the 6th house. So you may find that there is a regeneration in this particular area of your life. This could be a new job situation. It could be a new health outlook that you might have. So any type of as I said, rejuvenation, regeneration, change. This new moon is going to allow you to create, you know, a rebirth of some sorts in these particular areas of your life. So it could, you know, it could be the good omen for a new job if you've been looking to get something new or to change jobs. It could be, you know, the departure of a coworker that you've been dealing with. It also could be just you deciding that you are going to invest more time and energy in your physical health, by exercising, starting a new diet, you know, starting to eat right, or looking deeper, because Scorpio looks very deeply into things and what's under the surface. So you may decide that you want to really get into a very healthful state of mind and, you know, rejuvenate your life as far as your health and fitness and exercise, you know, is concerned. So really an excellent house to have that new moon in, because there's a lot of power behind it for you to begin some type of change in your daily life, okay? And, you know, we're all very busy with a lot of things going on in our lives. This is a particularly good moon for seeing some growth and, you know, some regeneration in that area. So good for you, Geminis. So I'm going to cut the cards here and lay down 7 cards, and let's see what the message is for you for this new moon in Scorpio in your 6th house. All right. All right, so I'm already seeing a theme here. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Swords reversed in your recent past, which would signify the month that we're just coming out of, so the energy that's covering you moving into this new month from last month. We have the Empress reversed in what's on top of you right now. We have the Ace of Swords in the near future, which would be the next, say, 2 weeks or so. We have the 10 of Wands crowning you, which is also your advice area. We have the 4 of Pentacles reversed in the area that rules those who are around you, external to you, you know, other people in your life. We have the Hierophant reversed in your hopes or fears situation, and we have the 9 of Wands reversed in the potential outcome here, with the Wheel of Fortune as the base card here of the deck. So what I'm feeling like, you know, especially in relation to a health situation or health matters, it's very possible that I feel like something's happened in the last month where you're not really satisfied with your health situation, where you're feeling like maybe you've gone off a diet, maybe you have not been eating healthy, you know, perhaps you've been so busy with work or your life that you're just not getting enough exercise. You're eating fast food, or you're eating late in the evening. So you're really, I think, on some level, you are not treating your body the way that you really need to be treating it right now. Okay, but I feel like this is the end of a cycle where you're kind of coming to this realization that I've got to do better than this. Okay, I've got to make a drastic change because I want to stay healthy. You know, I want to live a long time. I want to have a good quality of life where my health is concerned. Now, what's on top of you right now is the Empress reversed. And, you know, for me, this talks about not being satisfied perhaps with your body image, okay? Maybe you've gained some weight as a result of, you know, your past eating habits. You know, maybe you've been feeling run down, or, you know, just not feeling at your best. When the Empress is right side up, she's in top shape, okay? She is healthy. She's you know, she is very comfortable with her body, very confident. You know, she's living in a very healthful, natural state. So with the Empress reversed, I feel like, you know, you're not feeling where you need to be as far as your health and your body are concerned. However, the Ace of Swords is coming in the near future. And this Ace of Swords is very powerful because it says that you have the ability now to change your life drastically, okay? The Ace of Swords, you want to see this when it has to do with you wielding the sword, and I feel that this is what this is. The Ace of Swords, you know, it denotes a complete transformation. You having the power, willpower, discipline, strength to completely rejuvenate and change your life. So, you know, this is an awesome card because this is what you're going to be wielding. So if you want to put any changes in place in the next 2 weeks that have to do with your health situation, fitness, your diet, with just your daily routine, okay? You know, these particular cards that I've signified, while I do feel that this is you feeling this way about your health, it also can be just your daily life. You know, you're kind of going through the motions of things, and you're like, I really have to make a drastic change. I've got to make a change because I want to feel satisfied, and I want to feel at ease with myself, and not stressed and not worried in my life, and allow these things to affect me emotionally and affect my health. So the Ace of Swords is fantastic because it is you making that decision in your mind and implementing you know, those decisions, okay? The Ten of Wands, again, this is a card that talks about stress, strain, tension, being overworked, being overburdened, have a lot on your shoulders, you know, tension headaches, migraines. These things fall under the Ten of Wands, and this card is crowning you. So, you know, you've been carrying a lot of weight. You've been working hard, and I feel like, you know, you are definitely going to reap the rewards of your hard work, Gemini. However, you want to make sure that what you're doing is not going to take a toll on you physically and emotionally. So that's what this Ten of Wands card says. It's time to kind of release your burdens, look in your life and see what it is that you can either delegate or you can, you know, release from your life with this new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio also has to do with, it can mean, you know, the death of a situation. So putting something to rest so that you can be reborn and rejuvenated, all right? So Ten of Wands says, watch your health, watch your stress level, you know, watch being overworked, try and get some rest, because, you know, you're coming at the end of a cycle. We have two tens here, which means the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, and you want to move into this new cycle in your life. Very healthy and very strong, okay? Take your vitamins, start eating more vegetables, really, you know, go for that healthy choice as opposed to the unhealthy fast food choice. You know, we're all going through that, so I definitely can, you know, resonate with that. The Four of Pentacles reversed is in the area that rules other people in your life, so outside influences. So I feel like there are others in your life who maybe who I feel like you can hand something over to, okay, to you know, to delegate something to. I feel like you've been holding on to whatever your responsibilities are very tightly because, you know, face it, a lot of us feel like no one can do the job better than we can. But there are people in your life with whom you can, you know, powwow and say, listen, I need you to handle this stuff. If it's a family situation, you need to try and delegate some work to a partner, or call somebody in to help you out, in the house or around the house. If it's a work situation, look to an assistant or a colleague with whom you can meet and get some of the burden that is on you right now, and kind of get that, share that with someone else who is qualified to assist you, okay? And in doing so, it's also going to make you more productive, because you'll have more time and energy if you release some of those responsibilities that you are experiencing. Now, with the Hierophant reversed in your hopes and fears, I feel like there is the fear that, okay, if I, release some of these responsibilities, is the job going to get done the right way, okay? Because the Hierophant is really focused on getting things done by the book, the right way, following orders, procedures, following the traditional way of doing things. And I think you may be afraid to, to release some of that thought process that you have, that you need to do things in a certain structured way. This Hierophant is saying you've got to kind of revisit the structure that you're living under right now, for the benefit of being able to release yourself from some responsibilities and burdens, so that you can focus a little bit more on you and not on the the structure that you are inside. Don't allow limitation, don't allow the structure that you've built to now kind of imprison you to your to the same regimen that you're used to doing. It's time for something to change in this area for you. Okay, and then in the final outcome, for the potential outcome, you've got the Nine of Wands reversed, and I feel like you are going to be able to do this. You are going to be able to kind of release whatever it is, or part of whatever it is that's really been weighing heavily on you and kind of preventing you from living the healthful, life that you need to be living right now with all of your responsibilities. This Nine of Wands talks about burdens. It talks about being tense, overworked. Again, the same theme as the Ten of Wands. It talks about really feeling like you need to hold on to everything in order for things to get done. Okay, that you really need to defend your castle or your kingdom from outside influences that might want to pull you down or pull things down. But you have to realize that at some point, you have to fight the battles that are worth being fought, and what isn't, you've got to release, okay? Even a king or queen who reigns over their own kingdom has advisors and has an army and has people that they delegate to take off some of that burden and that weight that they carry. So this Nine of Wands in the reversed position says that you are going to figure out some way in order to start releasing yourself from some responsibilities that you've been holding on to very tightly, and really lighten up. And this Nine of Wands is talking about lightening up in your life, okay? So really good, important message there for you, my Geminis. The Wheel of Fortune here in the bottom position, again, it's the same theme. You've really been going through the same cycle over and over and over again. And this cycle is, it's time for things to change. So instead of the wheel being right side up, where things are kind of rolling along smoothly, that wagon wheel is rolling along, you've got the Wheel of Fortune reverse, which talks about blockages on some level, or things not being as done as efficiently as they need to be done, and so something holding you back, okay? So you've got to work to write this Wheel of Fortune back up, right side up, so that you can use your time and energy. This talks about time management, okay? So in this new moon cycle, you're being asked to really dig down like that Scorpio energy and analyze the situation very well. Look at things from a different perspective so that you can review your time management and use it in a way that's going to be more effective for you, not only in your daily routine, but where your health and where your self is concerned. Because if the work's getting done and you're striving for success, but you're not healthy and you're overworked and you're stressed out, you can't enjoy the rewards of your labor, okay? So this is time for you to take a step back, review things, figure out where you can make changes that are going to be for your benefit in the long term. And I feel like this is going to be a very powerful new moon cycle for you to make some really good changes that are going to last for a long time. Okay, my Gemini, so let me just pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and see what the final message is here for you from the Oracle deck with this new moon in Scorpio falling in your 6th house, okay? And one of the cards just jumped out here. And this is the number 14, Truth Be Told. Okay, so I feel like, this is a confirmation of what we're talking about here being what really needs to happen for you, okay? This owl is saying, open the windows of your life and let some fresh air in. These are rose petals, and so, you need to lighten up. You need to air things out in your life. This is what I feel this card is here, because underneath the owl, there's this mask here, and maybe you've been wearing this mask of taking care of your responsibilities, doing what you've been doing, but not necessarily happy and feeling fulfilled. So the wise old owl is saying, listen, it's time to open the windows, air things out, bring in some fresh air into your life. And, fresh air is good for our health. It's good for our well-being. This also has to do with, coming out of denial, really facing the truth. Are you in denial that you've been carrying too much responsibility, that you've been carrying, more weight than you need to carry in your life? So it's time to communicate this clearly to those around you who maybe have been taking you for granted and kind of letting you carry that weight because it's just easier for them, It's time to hash things out and work so that there is a change for you, okay? Look to the truth here. Don't be afraid to see what the truth is and make any changes that you need to make. This is the time for you to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be honest and transparent and communicate with others and with yourself, is what this card is saying, okay? So be authentic. We're all gloriously flawed, but in that we have to realize what our truth is. And if the truth is that you've been carrying more weight than you really need to be carrying right now, it's time to lift some burdens off your shoulder. Be the wise owl here. Open up the windows, let some fresh air in, and lighten up here so that things are good in your life in a way that you can enjoy the rewards from your success. Okay, Gemini? So thank you so much for tuning in. This was your reading for the new moon in Scorpio. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Please, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you could subscribe. I do appreciate all of my subscribers tremendously. If you can like, share, or make comments, I also welcome comments. I love to be able to communicate with you all. And if you're looking for a more personalized reading, you can go ahead and contact me at my website. You can click on the link there in the information section. And if by any chance you're unable to get through to the website, I've been working with my host to solve some technical issues. You can contact me at my email address, which is the SunWoman15, so the SunWoman and then the number 15 at gmail.com, and then I will get right back to you to help set up a reading for you. Okay, so thank you so much. Enjoy this new moon in Scorpio cycle, and I'll see you next month in December. Be well and be blessed.